What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jeff, aka Foggy, and I'm here to give y'all, I was gonna say a review, but it's not really a review. It's more of my thoughts on the stick I've been using as of late. And the stick I've been using has been the Snackbox Micro. You've probably been seeing this stick everywhere. Ever since Evo, and a little before Evo, this stick has been popping up almost on everybody's timeline. And most recently, because of this edition, this Evo edition stick here, it has been popping off like crazy. Bought mine at Evo, obviously, so I've had it for about 2 months, and I've been playing on it, and these are my honest thoughts about the Snackbox Micro. Before I switched to a stick, I used to use a Gamepad. Not exactly this pad, but a PS4 pad, and sometimes this on an Xbox. I play Dragon Ball FighterZ on it, but that's besides the point. After using the Gamepad for some time, my hands were cramped up, and I wasn't really a big fan. I switched to one of these. This is the Hori Fighting Edge. Nice silver body and everything, nice weight and all that good stuff. But we're not here to talk about this stick. We're here to talk about the Snackbox Micro. You see how much smaller this is? This is the main appeal of this stick, is the size and weight of the stick. The Snackbox Micro was made by Junk Food Custom Arcades. And as you can see, it gets its name because it's, well, small. Here is footage of my traditional hitbox, and now here's some footage of my Snackbox. And here's a side by side so you can just see the size difference on the frame. The biggest benefit of the Snackbox, like I said, is its name. It is indeed microscopic compared to all the other sticks out there. As far as functionality goes, the Snackbox doesn't differ from your standard hitbox. In fact, it is pretty much the same in all aspects. If I had one personal gripe about this stick, it would be the buttons. The hitbox has your standard sandwall buttons. With those sandwall buttons, they do have that, outer ring around the button on the inside that you push and everything, and a nice classic arcade feeling button. The Snackbox, on the other hand, it has these custom switches. It's basically a keyboard. So you hear this? It's basically like this. Because the biggest difference between this and a normal arcade stick is that the buttons on a sandwall button have that outer rim on them. As you can see here, this has that little rim that I'm talking about. You see that? Which makes a big difference when hitting the button. It's weird to me. It might be a personal thing that I need to get over, but to me, like, that's something that I think people will notice right away. Because the motion that pains me the most to do is a sliding motion. So on here, with this, it feels fine because that rim right there keeps the buttons relatively even. It's a nice even feel across all the buttons. When you move over to this, you have that little gap right there, and then boom, it's just nothing. So it doesn't feel necessarily right when doing it. It's when you're not hitting the center of the button, it doesn't feel right. So sliding does not feel good in my opinion, but that might be a personal preference. Overall though, I highly recommend this stick. I think if you're somebody who plays on a hitbox and you want to try another controller and looking for a convenient size factor, this is the way to go. I'll link them in the description of the video. They are backordered right now just because they have a very high demand, because they're getting a lot of good traffic, and that's good for them, good for a small business, good for a business in the FGC to keep thriving and growing that way. I want to see them continue to grow. But overall, highly recommended. Don't be afraid to try a new thing. If you're already thinking about trying a hitbox out or a hitbox style controller, I'd recommend the Snackbox over anything, just because, like I said, size factor is such a big thing to me. And if you're somebody who is going to go to travel to events and whatnot, I highly recommend it because of the size factor. That is going to do it for this YouTube video. Appreciate y'all coming by, look at the B-roll and seeing everything. Y'all have a good day, good evening, or whatever time you're looking at. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all this stuff. My socials and links as well. Catch y'all next time.